That's the culprit right there. It's that spring. Every time I hit a bump, this thing just rattles, right? Because that spring, according to my friend, thank you very much, man, that spring's wore out right there. Oh yeah, look at that right there. Beautiful, beautiful little coffee here. Getting some work done on the bad dream. Getting those springs replaced. Like one of y'all were talking about, I can't remember who said it, but the springs on the kickstands are just loose where every time I hit a bump. Anyhow, bad dream getting some work done. So I'm on station here and getting some coffee. Look at that. I'll just give you a look around this little coffee shop right here. And where it's at, it's right in front of the motorbike place. So while your motorbike is getting worked on back there, you just come out here, get you a coffee, chill out. Absolutely delicious. My goodness, he just put the right amount of goodness in that cup of coffee. 75 baht. $75. It's a cappuccino with ice. Well, you know, my favorite coffee spot used to be up on top of the hill. They took it out, overlooking patio of the bay. And every time I get the dream worked on, I sit here and get me a cup of coffee. But that is so delicious right there. This may be my new little favorite coffee spot. I mean, I sit here and just watch traffic go by. It's not like there's any bars or any girls or anything special. It's just right in front of the motorbike repair shop. I picked up this OP3, it's DJI Osmo Pocket 3, when I was in Montana. Got it at Costco or Sam's. I can't remember, one of the two. The package that it came with, it didn't come with the wireless mic, which is good because you don't want that wireless mic that it comes with. The DJI Mic 2. You want the mic minis. I'm sitting here, got the camera sitting in a chair across from me on a little tripod. Nobody even notices the camera. Nobody even knows it's there. Nobody sees this microphone. And the coolest thing is I can reach here and touch the one button and I can start or stop the recording. Technology. You know, when I got my first wireless mics, they were Sennheisers. I still have them. They're G3s. Excellent sound quality. Take forever to set up. That's the difference. This OP3 with these mic minis, too easy to get going. One of the ambulance services here. Thailand has a wonderful medical system compared to most countries. They have a very good EMS system compared to most countries. You go down here on a motorbike, some type of traumatic injury, you got a good chance you're gonna live. You break a femur over in a PI, ooh, medicine man say Kimosabe gonna die. Here's a Ferrari. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. Is that a Ferrari? That's not a Ferrari. That's an MG. I guess. Fuck, looked like a Ferrari way off. However, a couple days ago, sitting in traffic, it's a brand new Ferrari, Bangkok tag. No big deal, see supercars. Saw a Rolls Royce the other day. Occasionally I watch that, what's it called, that Whistling Diesel. Man, kudos to that kid for building what he's built. Funny as hell. I don't watch all his stuff, but occasionally I catch myself watching one of his videos. And I watched half of the show last night where he destroyed a Rolls Royce. Absolutely hilarious. Just pure comedy. Pure good, clean comedy. Who would have thought that a guy could sit there and build a business and a brand and get rich off of destroying perfectly good vehicles? It's not in my nature to do that. I was just raised to take care of your things, you know, make them last. If they break, we fix it, get it back going again. And it just goes against every bone in my body to take a perfectly good vehicle and destroy it, or a motorbike. Couldn't bring myself to do it. Now, obviously, it's return on investment, right? The kid's not doing it to go into the hole or to go into debt or anything like that. It's return on investment. He's looking at it like, okay, I can buy a car for $100,000, destroy it, and I can make 500, or I can make $1 million, or I can make whatever he's making back. It's just a line item expense because he's looking at YouTube as a business. It's all about what's your ROI. Take it down to a really low level. You can say, okay, I'm going to go do this hotel review. How much is it going to cost me? What's my ROI? What's my ROI in the first month or over time? I'd say you have to look at things. Anyhow, so I saw a Rolls Royce riding my motorbike a few days ago, and then last night I watched this show where he destroys a very similar Rolls Royce. It's funny. And I'm sitting there thinking, even if I were a billionaire, if I had $1 billion in the bank, I don't think I would spend my money on a Rolls Royce. Maybe people with that much money, they just do it because they know they're never going to be able to spend that much money, so they're just throwing it here, there, down on any hole they can throw it down because they know they can't spend that much money. They'll die with billions in the bank. What a problem to have. But even if I had the money, I'm not going to buy a Rolls Royce. What would I buy? If I had $1 billion in the bank, I would buy a Toyota Hilux Champ, and I'd buy a Toyota Hilux Tamaraw in the Philippines. And what would I be out? Total of 30 grand? Damn, still got billions in the bank. Why? Because them trucks will last forever. I like the way they look. They're dependable. What are they? 10, 12 grand, something like that. 15 tops. What's a Rolls Royce? 200, 300, 400, $500,000? I have no idea. So I asked the guy about how much it was to replace the shocks on the Bad Dream. It was like 5,500 baht. I say 150 bucks. I'm like, man, that's too expensive. But I realized that all the parts on the Bad Dream are original parts. That Mercedes is rolling. Don't ever buy a used Mercedes either, unless you just want to throw money down a hole. If you're gonna buy a Mercedes, buy a new one with a warranty, and about a month before that warranty is up, you get rid of it. I used to have a Mercedes, guaranteed to break down about every time I drove it. It cost me $1,000. Water pump goes out, $1,000 bucks. That was a lot of money back in the 90s. You know, this thing goes out, $1,000 bucks. Air conditioner went out, couldn't afford to fix it. Rode around in that thing, it was black with gray interior, gray leather. You know, lived in Atlanta, hot as hell during the summer. That thing was a sweat box in the summer, my goodness. Just didn't have enough money to fix the aircon. Too expensive. Somebody put a dent in the thing, the front left quarter panel. When I was partying at Cowboys one night, I come out, boom, big old dent. Rode around with that dent till the day I sold it. Didn't have enough money to fix it. Anyhow, what a great experience. Throwing all my money down a hole just so I could drive around in a Mercedes and think that I was impressing people. And it didn't convert. It's a lesson for the younger generation. Having a nice car doesn't get you any more women. Okay, has just no bearing. Yeah, they might want to ride in the car, but it doesn't translate to getting any more play. It's sort of like a boat. Most people who buy a boat, they think they're gonna, get laid more. It doesn't go to that. It doesn't equate to that. Yeah, a lot of women want to ride on your boat, but you're not getting any more play. It's a very expensive, it's $100,000 hole that you throw money down to get people to hang out with you. That's not to say that the 1 month diver don't got a lot of stories to tell, but I didn't need the boat. I was already a player. I didn't need the boat to be a player or to enhance my playing activities. I bought that boat because I wanted to go fishing and I wanted a boat. It didn't have anything to do with getting girls. But I think a lot of guys in America, they buy boats because they think they're going to get the girls. They buy a Mercedes because they think they're going to get the girls. They want to ride in your conveyance, but it don't mean they want to ride your hot dog. It's not worth the investment. Trust me. Buy a Toyota to drive. Don't buy a boat. And you'll have a whole lot more money to be an actual player.